Board. Okay, hi everybody. I have a guest with us today. His name is Steve Mabon, and I got to meet him through his sister, Donna, who owns a cryotherapy place here in Colorado Springs. And when he told me his story, I said, "Oh, I would love to interview you." So he's graciously agreed to be interviewed today. So thank you so much, Steve, for taking your time and working through technology to do this. I know it
You're
can be
welcome.
challenging. I did want to read. Steve is 62 years old. He's originally from California and went to Midwest Indiana. He has lived in Monument for around 40 years. Is that correct?
Yes,
Monument, Colorado. And he's got a story to share with us about his life. He's spent over 35 years as a sales and customer service. And anyway, I would just love to hear kind of about your background, your health background, and what made you try the Slenderiiz drops and kind of your story, if you don't mind.
certainly, certainly. I've never been highly active physically or paid a lot of attention to my diet, but in the last few years, certainly as you get older, that's something you pay a little bit more attention to. And when we had an opportunity to look at the drops here, um, I first saw my sister Donna. She tried using it. I want to say she started uh, pretty seriously on like the 1st of December,
Mhm.
and she has since that time lost about almost 43 pounds. She
43,
looks
that's even
amazing.
more than last time. That's
Yes.
incredible. Okay. So
So
43
it's
pounds.
very amazing. So, um, but she followed the eating regimen, paid very close attention to that. I was not as dedicated, but I started the drops. I think it was on April 1st, and um, no, March 1st, I think it was.
Okay,
And
March
the
1st.
the first month I lost maybe about 3 pounds. I was a little disappointed about that. In April, I lost an additional 5 pounds, and I've lost since then an additional 4 pounds. So not as much a significant weight loss as my sister Donna, but I have seen other effects, which has really, really helped me and made a difference for me. Um, Being my age, 60 plus, one of the health issues that I'm dealing with is I wouldn't say incontinence, but having to go to the bathroom a lot,
Right.
and that's probably due to the prostate.
Hmm.
And really, I noticed it about a year ago that it was becoming a real issue for me, up 2 or 3 times an evening, at least 3 or 4 times a week. Um, and so when I started the drops, I went in for the weight loss. Um, and then I noticed within probably about 10, 15 days that I was kind of returning to my normal nighttime schedule. So, of course, I'd get ready for the evening, go to the bathroom, and then go to bed. And maybe once or twice during the week would I get up, maybe once during the evening. And so it
Wow.
really kind of shifted that. And a little less than a month ago, life happens. I stopped taking the drops for probably about 5, 6 days. Oh my gosh, everything came back to what it was prior to the drops. And I really noticed a difference. So it's taken me almost 15 days to get back into the routine, but I'm there now. So
Good.
I've lost another pound this last week, which I was happy about. Uh, but for me, more importantly, just being able to have what I consider a normal evening uh, uh, schedule without having to get up 2 or 3 different times, multiple times a week. So that's been my most significant advantage and plus out of the drops.
Isn't that wonderful? Okay, so you're saying after you went to bed, you would have to get up several times. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes two, three times a night, at
Okay.
least a couple of times a week. And,
Okay.
I mean, it disturbs your sleep, it disturbs your whole routine.
Exhaustion.
You wonder whether you're going to make it to the bathroom in time.
Oh gosh.
And it's just a very um, uh,
Disconcerting.
being out of control of your own body is very disconcerting. And with age, I know things are going to start to happen. I know, more signs of age is going to come my way. But that was probably the first serious sign of age that I noticed was that issue with going to the bathroom. But
Okay.
now it's back in check. And like I said, uh, if I'm up once during the week, you know, one time during the night, that's fine with me, and that's where I'm at right now. So
Okay. Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for being so real and talking about this. When you shared this with the group of us, I was just so impressed because so many people are dealing with these issues, but they're not open about it. So I really wanted to do this video to be able to share this with other people that are struggling with the same problems because there are
right,
many. I've had several different men come to me and they're going through this and it's very worrying for them. So it's nice that they could have an option that's natural that you don't have to, go to the doctor's office for and something that can help with this. And I think that's marvelous. So thank you for sharing that story. I wanted to know just very briefly, do you mind sharing a little bit about what the cryotherapy place
certainly is.
does and how I know how you guys are kind of pairing the drops with the cryotherapy options that you're offering there?
Certainly, cryotherapy is my sister Donna's business. Goosebumps Cryotherapy. There's a plug for you. What we offer is people can come in, get into a chamber, 2 to 3 minutes, super sub-zero temperatures. And with that, after they step out, they immediately start to warm up. Um, uh, Inflammation is being targeted, and pain associated with inflammation is being targeted, so they can see almost immediate relief.
Okay.
And for me, it was a little bit different. A lot of people have physical issues, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetic neuropathy, surgical injuries, um, medical joint replacements,
Oh, wow.
just life in general. We have a lot of athletes, a lot of people in the construction and military lifestyle that they have just really taken a large toll on their physical health and well-being. So using cryotherapy to alleviate a lot of that inflammation and pain associated with the inflammation is very important.
Okay.
My story is a little different in that I used it to help get past anxiety,
Oh,
migraines, depression. So that afforded me the opportunity to get away from over-the-counter medication, uh,
wow. That's wonderful.
big pharma, no prescriptions, and even medical marijuana I was using for a while.
Oh,
So when
wow.
the drops came along, I really appreciated that. Again, it's a very natural approach. I don't have to worry about, getting a big pharma prescription or whatever. Um, and, even something over the counter, there's so many additives, there's so many issues with the packaging and all of that, that with the drops, I feel very comfortable, very confident that it hasn't been on the shelf for 10 years and I'm getting it. Um, and I go through my monthly supply, and it's just very easy to do. Just the 2 vials 3 times. Well, the 3 vials are one of the vials 3 times a day, and then the other one 2 times a day. Sorry, um, is a lot simpler than trying to figure out what kind of medicines I'm going to pop, what kind of pills I'm going to pop.
Right.
And so it's just it's very easy to integrate that into a lifestyle. You do it just before you eat. You do it just before, a time of day, depending on what works best for you. And it's just very easy to work into the routine. And again, with cryotherapy, I noticed a huge difference. With this, I've noticed a difference, and they're just very simpatico in terms of being able to work in conjunction. The more control somebody can have over how they feel, uh, dealing with pain, dealing with anxiety, dealing with weight loss. Um, the more that they're going to exercise more, the more they're going to interact with people more, the more time they're going to have for sleep. All of this builds in a very positive way. Normally, when we hear about this stuff, it's usually just a negative. I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm not exercising enough. I'm not eating right. And it snowballs in the wrong direction. This has helped me snowball in the right direction. So
Yay.
for me, that has been a very positive outlook.
Aw, well, thank you so much, Steve. I believe it's your day off. And so I know that this time is precious. So thank you for joining us and taking time on your day off to meet with us and talk with us about your health and just how this has helped improve it. And then also I will go ahead and put your website for your the cryotherapy place down below. And maybe you can just send that to me in a message if you don't mind. So thank you so much. I hope you have a
You're
wonderful
welcome.
day and I'm grateful for your time.
Well, thank you, Amy. I appreciate the opportunity to share my story. And again, if you've ever got any questions or anybody would ever like to reach out to me, you can reach us at the link at goosebumpscryotherapy.com. I'd be more than happy to help you out with that.
Goosebumps Cryotherapy.com. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care, Steve.
Take care. Thank you, Amy. Bye bye.
Bye bye.